The Last of Us. Why Pedro Pascal removed Joel's most iconic lines. Hey guys, today we're going to discover The Last of Us. Why Pedro Pascal removed Joel's most iconic lines. Let's get right into it. Pedro Pascal's decision to remove one of Joel's most iconic lines from The Last of Us has been revealed by the original Joel, according to recent reports. Although the HBO show closely follows the game, which recreated scenes and original dialogue, it has also diverged from the game in some instances. Despite this, several game voice actors have made appearances in the series in both major and minor roles. In Episode 8, Troy Baker, who portrayed Joel in the game, made a cameo appearance and spoke out about his thoughts on Pascal's decision to edit some of his character's lines. If you're not familiar with the show and have been living under a rock, The Last of Us is an HBO series created by Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann, based on the 2013 video game developed by Naughty Dog. The show is set in a post-apocalyptic United States in 2023. Following smuggler Joel, Pedro Pascal, and teenager Ellie, Bella Ramsey, as they travel across the country during a pandemic caused by a fungal infection. The series was filmed in Alberta and is a joint production by Sony Pictures Television, PlayStation Productions, Naughty Dog, The Mighty Mint, and Word Games. Druckmann assisted Mazin with scriptwriting for the 9-episode first season, which premiered in January 2023. Critics praised the performances, writing, production design, and score by Gustavo Santaolalla and David Fleming. The premiere had 4.7 million viewers on the first day, and over 22 million within 12 days, with the first 5 episodes averaging almost 30 million viewers. In January 2023, the show was renewed for a second season. During the 6th episode of The Last of Us, many fans were anticipating Joel to deliver his iconic line, "You are treading on some mighty thin ice here," in the midst of an argument with Ellie. This line is considered one of the most heartbreaking moments in the game, but to the surprise of many, the show omitted it entirely. It was later revealed that Pedro Pascal was responsible for its removal. Troy Baker, who portrayed Joel in the game and made a cameo appearance in the 8th episode of the show, spoke with Radio Times about Pedro's portrayal of the character. He expressed a desire for someone to bring a fresh perspective to Joel, something he may have missed. Troy revealed that he respected Pedro's love for the character enough to take a different approach and not simply replicate his performance. He then specified, "A perfect example is the classic line of, 'You're treading on mighty thin ice.' Pedro was like, 'It just doesn't feel right for me to say that. It feels forced.' The confidence to be able to say that, and the confidence on the creator's part to change it. That's what I love." Troy ended the interview by praising Pedro even more, saying, "He's brought a vulnerability to this role that really fits in well with Joel." Pedro was not the only one who received recognition for their performance. Ashley Johnson, who played Ellie in The Last of Us games and portrayed Ellie's mother in the TV show's season finale, praised Bella Ramsey's performance in the show, saying she elevated the role. Johnson expressed that Ramsey's depth and talent have added more to Ellie's character than what they were able to achieve in the game. Johnson also appreciated the moments where Ellie stands up for herself and the growth of the character. She said that she feels a connection with Ramsey due to their shared love of the character and praised her acting skills, saying that she blew her away with her performance. Johnson feels proud of Ramsey and thinks that no one else could have done the part justice. The showrunners, Neil Druckmann and Craig Mazin, have remained true to the emotional and profound essence of the game, which offers a solid foundation for the show's success. Viewers unfamiliar with the game need not worry, as the show provides a hypothetical background before plunging into a post-apocalyptic world ravaged by parasitic fungus, where society is on the brink of collapse. Right from the beginning of The Last of Us, it becomes apparent that the world depicted in the game is not filled with the typical righteous characters that are commonly seen in the post-apocalyptic genre. In contrast to similar stories, The Last of Us is set 2 decades after the world fell apart, not immediately following the outbreak. Although humanity has managed to establish communities that provide some sense of order despite the danger of infection, it is clear that the world is far from its former state. While people have demonstrated their ability to fight against nature, the greatest danger remains within humanity itself. The resilience of humanity is remarkable, but it is the humans themselves who pose the real threat. Pedro Pascal plays Joel, a Texan construction worker, who meets 14-year-old Ellie, played by Bella Ramsey, and embarks on a dangerous journey to transport her across the country. A defining characteristic of The Last of Us is its skill in creating a sense of suspense. As the season unfolds, the number of confrontations with infected dwindles, but the scenarios in which the characters find themselves are more than enough to keep viewers on edge. Even in episodes that are filled with hope and happiness, there is always a lingering sense of danger. Whenever a new character is introduced, there is uncertainty as to whether their intentions will put Joel and Ellie at risk. The series explores the harsh realities of a world where survival is paramount and humanity is pushed to its limits. That's all for today, and we'll be sure to catch you all in the next one.